Most people are only scratching the surface of how powerful Artlist's AI models are. I've been using these tools from the beginning and even worked with the company in the meantime, so today I'm going to give you a comprehensive walkthrough of how to get the best AI images, videos, and voiceovers from Artlist, as well as how to make your credits last longer. First, let's tackle the most exciting tools, AI image and video generation. These models are available with any of Artlist's AI or Max subscriptions, and if you don't have that yet, I'll leave a link down below that'll give you 2 free months added onto any of their annual plans. Artlist is constantly updating their image generation models, so while the most advanced ones right now are Nano Pro or Kling 01, rest assured when more advanced models come out, Artlist is going to have them. Starting out in the text to image tab, I'll give you the full overview. This main text box is where you'll enter your prompt. So say I want to create an image of a man riding a snowmobile through an Arctic snowstorm. Now down here on the lower left, you'll see your AI model selector. Right now we've selected Nano Pro, but if we click on it, a number of different options will appear. Right now for text to image, we can choose Nano and 3 different versions of Flux. When I change the model, you'll notice that this generate button on the far left has a number next to it that also changes. This is the number of credits that the generation will cost. Real quick note on credits. Artlist charges credits for each AI generation because they're outsourcing their AI models to Kling or to Google or whoever. Each time an Artlist user sends out a generation, it costs Artlist money and it uses up the server space. So they have to somehow manage the amount of generations that they're doing, and the popular way to do this is through a credit system. Now, Artlist has the cheapest option of 16,500 credits per month, and it goes up from there. And I'll go in on this a little bit deeper later on. For text to image, Nano Pro is the most expensive at 400 credits per image, while Flux Dev is the cheapest because it's meant more as like a mock-up tool. It's not as polished. Once I have my model selected, I can change the aspect ratio that I want it in and have the AI give me up to 3 different variations of the image. Now we're almost ready to generate the image, but first I'm going to click this enhance button on the upper right. This will take my super short, simple prompt here and give it way more detail, resulting in a better image. Now we're ready to hit generate. Okay, so clearly this first model got the gist, but it's a little bit rough. It's a mock-up. That's what this model is for. And from this mock-up, I can tell that I'd like to emphasize the cold tones more. So I'll add that instruction to the prompt, and then we'll see what the more advanced models can do with it. These are our results. Flux Pro looks a little bit better than Flux Dev. Flux Ultra is interesting because it went to like a more illustrated style than the other ones, and Nano Pro makes it clear why this is the most expensive option because this image looks insane. But don't forget, we don't have to stick with realism here. We can make this Lego if we want to. Now, what if we give our Lego guy a friend? When you've got an image selected, you can navigate up here to the top and click transform. This will open up Artlist's AI image to image generator. This works pretty much the same as the text to image tool, except our starting point is an image, and there's a lot more AI models that you can choose from here. For our purposes, I'm going to stick with Nano because it's just a really good model, and I'm going to import a picture of my real life dog Kluber to model his canine companion. 1 generation later, and our model has seamlessly blended our Lego snowmobile character and my real life dog into one image. And yes, my dog is actually that big. That's not even much of an exaggeration. Legos are fun, but let's jump back to realism and tell a story about where this snowmobile guy is going. With AI models like Nano Pro and Kling 01, we've got incredible character consistency. So I can generate step 2 of his story, climbing up a cliff. Now this result is okay. I mean, the character consistency is there, but I forgot to specify the shot type, which is key to controlling your images. So I tried again and I added that I wanted the image to be top down with a 50mm lens at f1.4 for that background blur. That's more like it. I'm going to generate a bunch more of these photos to fill out the storyboard, and now once we've got all of these together, let's move on to Artlist's video gen tool. The concept and layout is basically exactly the same, although video generations cost a lot more credits than image generations. Here Artlist has incredible models like Sora 2 Pro and Veo 3.1, which can make cinematic sequences all from one prompt, including audio. Everything you're watching right now was generated from one prompt with Sora 2 Pro. While this result is amazing, it costs a ton of credits. So here's what I did to make them count. I'm not the best at writing prompts, so I took what I wrote and then I fed that into ChatGPT key and asked it to convert it to a Sora 2 optimized prompt for my video. I then copied that, imported that into Artlist, and that's what I used for the Artlist prompt. You can even get ultra detailed with this method using AI to describe what shots you want or the shot styles, camera styles, but for me, I just wanted to leave it more up to the Sora 2 model's interpretation. So that's my secret for good text to video results, but I'm still not much of a fan of text to video because it feels like going in blind. I much prefer Artlist's AI image to video tool. This takes the guesswork out of video generation because it allows you to use your inexpensive image prompts as guides for video generation. And with that, I'm gonna finish telling the story of our Arctic Explorer. First, I'll import our start frame, then I'll use Artlist's suggested prompts for the starting point of the text instructions. Type that in, 5 seconds long, and animate. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. One feature that I want to make sure you really understand because it is so powerful is the start frame and end frame tool with Google VO3 and Kling 01. As is kind of obvious by the name, this tool allows you to input what you want for both the first frame and the last frame of the video. The AI will take that instruction and form a video to adhere to it. But if your start frame and end frame are vastly different shots, it's going to do some weird morphing to get it to fit. And you saw a bit of this with one of the shots that I used in that ice climber clip where he's walking into the cave. If this isn't what you're going for, then make sure that your beginning and end frames aren't massively different. Something like a static shot showing growth works really well, or you can use it to create looping videos. So you can take the same image for both beginning and end frame and it'll animate in between, and you can take that shot and have it loop seamlessly. Finally, let's dive into the AI voiceover tool. This was Artlist's first AI tool and it has received a ton of improvements since it was launched. On the main page, you'll see a familiar setup with the prompt box at the top, and down below it, you'll find dozens of different voice models to choose from Santa to more polished explainer type videos. You can sort these by gender and video category, or even clone your own voice using an audio sample up to 5 minutes long. All I had to do was upload a 5-minute portion of me talking from my videos, and boom, I've got my own voice clone. Tell your story exactly how you imagine it, with a voice that brings your ideas to life and captures every emotion. In the text-to-voice prompt box, you can select a number of different languages, accents, and emotions. You can also adjust the speed of the speech and add on creative voice effects like vintage radio. When it comes to the cost of these voiceovers, every 3 words equals 1 credit, so these are pretty cheap, and the results are so-so. They're not too bad, but there's a better way. Voice-to-voice generation.
Voice-to-voice generation allows you to upload your own performance of a script, and from there, Artlist's AI will transform your voice into any of the voice models available. This gives you precise control over the delivery of the script while bringing professional recording quality and effects to your performance.
Generating these is pretty straightforward. Just upload your audio, choose whatever voice you want it to be done in, and then hit generate. The result will be available here in your My Voiceovers tab, and it can be downloaded with this button on the right. As I mentioned earlier, Artlist uses credits to generate AI content because they're sourcing the best models from other providers and bringing them together for you to use all in one place. So each generation has its own expense to the company. Currently, Artlist offers AI Suite plans at 3 different monthly credit levels. Most people, I think, would fall into the 40,000 credit use category, especially if you're using AI video generation. Just to give an example, creating all of the shots that I used in this video alone cost about 20,000 credits total, although that also includes the super expensive Sora 2 Pro generation. That said, one of the benefits to using Artlist AI tools is that everything you generate is yours to use forever. You hold a copyright on that image or footage, so it's totally safe to use, provided you didn't generate anything with a trademarked logo or character or something. If you want all of the AI tools, but you also want music, sound effects, and other creative assets, Artlist Max is the subscription tier that has all of that for you, and those plans start at $40 a month and 7,500 credits. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. I hope this video was helpful, and if you want to check out some of my favorite AI special effects using Artlist, you should watch this video right up over here.